I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created.
You still find a husband?
What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming. Huh. You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course.
Okay,
Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over there. He's definitely out.
okay.
Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town. And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good cat. Spends most of his time in the tea house. Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by so I can check him out. Can't say I'm surprised. I'm not the kind of wife most men are looking for. If you want to give up, but if you happen to find any eligible bachelors, bring them by so I can meet them.
Well, some of them sound like they'd probably get along well with her, although that farmer man clearly has no fucking idea about anything. But the craftsman could be useful because he needs a bit more assertiveness in his life, and she could there you go, is a feeling. Yeah. Thank you, Punky, for the epic buster. And thank you, Bella, for the epic artillery. Well, there's a bloke around here. She may not be interested in him, though, because he's, well...
Hello again.
Your husband.
You do? That's great. Is she pretty? Is she a nice, simple gal who'll help me out on the farm?
I don't know. We'll have to ask her.
Well, let's go meet her. You better lead the way. Wow, you sure are pretty. And you got a real nice club here for you and your friends. My name's Tian, but everyone calls me Big Tian because I'm so big.
Big! Yes, I can see that. Well, Big Tian, my name's Eileen. I haven't seen you around town before. I'd remember someone like you.
Yeah, I ain't never been to the big city before. Usually I stay out on my farm, but my old father told me it's time to get me a wife, so... You want to get married now?
You aren't really the sharpest knife in the rack, are you, Tian?
That's just Big Tian.
Hey, that's what my old father always says about me. He also says the key to farming is hard work and happy thoughts.
God.
A farm, eh? I've spent my whole life living in the town. I'm not sure I want to leave Tien's Landing.
Tian's a man, that's the problem. He could be going to join your gang. I'm sure he doesn't really care about the farm. Uh-oh.
Hey, this ain't no club. You guys are thugs. I ain't looking for a wife who's a thug. This marriage is off.
Dickhead. Oh, come on. Why wouldn't you want a wife that's a thug?
Huh.
I don't get people.
That didn't go well, did it? Look, if you want to collect that silver I promised you, you're going to have to...
I failed on the charm on that one. The only other eligible bachelor I remember was that pompous twat.
Always a pleasure to talk.
Why have you returned? I suspect there must be some reason beyond the... I confess that I am eager to find a woman of genuine intellect and class. However, I have... Eiling? Surely you jest. The infamy of that woman's gang leads me to believe she is barely above a beast.
Ooh.
She is fair to gaze upon.
She's smart and beautiful. A perfect match for you. Actually, to be honest, I think the wood chap would probably benefit more from it.
She is undeniably beautiful, and she has run her unsavory organization with an efficacy that hints at some modicum of intelligence. Perhaps you are right. It could be a worthy challenge to try and effect the grand metamorphosis on this ugly caterpillar. My reward may well be... Very well. I consent to a meeting with Eiling herself. Take me to her, that we may move events to their ultimate conclusion. Greetings, fair maiden. I see accounts of your physical beauty are quite accurate. I only hope the less flattering traits attributed to you are less so.
You sure like to use big words, don't you? You trying to make me feel stupid or something?
It shows how smart he is. Yeah, he can be a bit of an ass.
Now hold on here. I deign to this meeting because I am by nature an accommodating gentleman. But I refuse to allow myself to be belittled by you in this.
What's the matter? Can't find some fancy pants words to make you feel like a man?
No, he can't, because he's not a big man.
Ruffian, strumpet, harlot.
One more word. Just one. And my boys might take exception. It'll be fun to see how many different words we can come up with for pain.
You wouldn't. I don't. I mean...
Run, coward, run!
Huh. That didn't go well, did it? Look,
Yeah, but I wanted to punish that asshole. I mean, you gotta admit, he's a dickhead. He kind of deserved that coming to him, didn't he? You know? He was some innocent bloke who didn't do anything wrong. No, he fucking deserved that. No, the only person I can think that would probably be suitable for her would be the craftsman that she mentioned. I think he'd probably get along well with her, to be honest. He needs to be more assertive in getting the money for things that he's charged. And if he were with her, people wouldn't feel as inclined to fuck around with him, would they? At least that's my thinking of the situation, you know? People wouldn't fuck with him so much if it was like, oh, shit, his wife's gonna beat the fuck... He's gonna hire a thugs to beat the living shit out of me if I mess with them. Yeah, if I fuck him around and don't pay him on time, she's gonna send people over my house to break my legs. I think I will pay the man his due. At least that's the way I'm viewing this. I could be completely wrong and I could be making a monstrous mistake. But let's see what happens.
Welcome back to Truman's Woodcrafts. I still don't have... It's a shame my business is struggling so much. You are well informed about our little town, stranger. It's true, I've thought about marriage. Sometimes I've even thought a good woman could help me run my business better.
She could.
Why do you bring this up? Do you know of a suitable young woman who would be willing to marry a simple craftsman like myself?
Yep.
Eileen, the gang leader? She's beautiful, to be sure, but I've heard her beauty is only surpassed by her savage brutality. Why would I want to marry her?
Well, you got nothing else going for you, mate.
Well, she did turn that gang of thugs into a rather efficient criminal organization, and she is quite attractive. I guess it couldn't hurt to go talk to her. Come on, let's go see Eileen. Hello, Eileen. I'm Chuman the Craftsman. I'm pleased to meet you.
What's wrong with you? You look like you're gonna throw up. If you vomit on my floor, you'll be cleaning it up yourself.
Forgive me, but this isn't easy. Things are moving quite quickly here. I'm more used to taking
Right,
things
thanks for the
slow and
look.
careful. Perhaps it's the nature of being a craftsman.
That's right. You're a woodworker, aren't you? I remember seeing your wares in the market square. You've made some beautiful pieces.
Yes, yes.
In all honesty, that isn't true. I haven't made any money with my woodworking. In fact, I'm heavily in debt. I'm an excellent craftsman, but I'm terrible at business. Between suppliers who don't deliver what they promise and customers who won't pay, I can barely afford to feed myself.
Intuition. You two seem to already know a lot about each other. I think you wanted me to introduce you.
You're a sensitive man, Chuman. You have the gentle soul of an artist. What you need is a woman with some steel in her spine to back you up.
Exactly.
I'd like that, Eileen. I've often thought that if I had someone strong by my side, someone to help me, I could turn things around.
Yep.
I think Chuman and I should spend some more time getting to know each other. Just the two of us.
I'll leave you two alone.
You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect. So I'll live up to mine. Here's the silver I promised you.
I've never seen so much silver before. I've been owed it, but I never managed to collect.
I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful partnership.
I never knew you were such a romantic, though I always knew you had a generous heart.
Well, I think that all worked out for the better. He's a decent, honest chap, but people take advantage of him, and she's got the strong iron will to not let people fuck her around. So I think that works out for the better.